What is going on YouTube? Brad Scrouch here, back with another video. Today, if you can't tell by the engine bay of this vehicle or the color of the engine bay, it is my 2002 Ford Mustang. And what you see right here is I have a block tester fuel kit. So what this does is you put this through your cap, you let the engine heat up, you use your liquid, and then you pump it. And today I'm going to show you how to use it. First things first is do quick backstory if you're new to this channel here. Um, my Mustang supposedly blew its head gasket. I got mad. I parked it for a little bit, and now I'm finally doing a full quote unquote diagnostics of what is actually wrong with it. And one of the symptoms of this vehicle is actually the thermostat failing shut and causing the overfill fluid tank to then whoosh out the top like a geyser. Put in insert clip here. So that being said, I'm gonna take the thermostat out. It's gonna be a 10 mil, as you see. We got a 10 mil here, and we're going to take off this hose up on top here. We're gonna take this hose off. That's where your thermostat is on your 4.6. And once we get that off, we'll take the thermostat out, put it back, and then we'll start warming the car up in order for us to then test with this fluid, and we'll go through the procedure to do that. Alright guys, we are in the engine bay here, and I got my 10 mil. We're going to start and try to squeeze it into that hole. Might just need to get a wrench in there, but we'll get this one loosened. We just take that bolt out, and then let me see if I could angle it. I have to take this alternator off, and I do not want to do that. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go grab. We actually are gonna unfortunately have to take the alternator out to reach this because this bolt won't come up. This alternator support bracket is gonna have to come off here. So we're just gonna take it off as well. Where the alternator is bolted down there, this is just a support bracket, and we will be getting this back on before we start to run this thing. So yeah, don't be concerned. We're going to put this back on before we go to idle it. There we go, just like that. This bracket could slowly come off. Just need to play some Tetris with it to get it out. There we go. All you gotta do is just twist and pull out. And yeah, now we'll be able to get to that thermostat. There's the other bolt. It may be our problem. We may just have a bad thermostat. Oh man. Look how gunked up that is. Yeah, and that actually might be our problem, folks, but we're not going to jump to conclusions here. I'm going to try to pull it out. Yeah, we'll say it is It's got some stuff on it. What we're going to do is we're just going to put this right back on, because this will be open, therefore meaning that we'll be able to test the coolant here. There we go. It is now done up. And what we're going to do is I'm going to get in the vehicle and start it. Hopefully it starts. If not, I do have a new toy that jumps batteries. But we'll get in here. I haven't started it for a couple of weeks. Yeah, battery's dead. So, I get to show you my new toy. But you gotta wait 1 second before I try to get my new toy. Gotta put this alternator bracket back on before we forget. We do not want to be spinning off. This is the NOCO 12 volt 1000 amp battery jump starter that is wireless. That is right, you do not have to use jumper cables. This thing will get you all dialed in. So, first things first is we're going to plug in the negative terminal, and then we're going to go ahead and plug in that positive terminal. Ignore that's from the water. What we're going to do is we're going to turn it on, and then once you see it like that and that green light's on, you're good to crank it. So now let's crank it over. Get this beautiful 4.6 to turn over. Make sure it's in neutral. That's right, I gotta do the kill switch. Just like that. Starts up every time. Turn that off. Now we're good. So, now all we gotta do is wait for this to heat up a little bit. And then we'll be testing. Alright guys, I've let the car heat up a little bit. Ignore that rattle. That is not the crank or the head. That is my AC compressor. So, what we're going to do here is, you see this right here, this tool? We're going to fill this blue fluid up to here. And once we do, we're going to put it in here like this. And we're going to test. So, fill it up to that line. And what we're going to do now is we're going to put this little cap on to seal the top. Like that. Make sure it's all nice and sealed. This has a check valve right here, and then so does that side. So when I put this in and go back and forth like this, it should turn yellow. If it turns yellow, that means you have a head gasket leak. If not, then you're safe. But you're usually be pumping this for like a solid minute. But it's not. It's turned yellow a little bit, but it's not fully like a. It is like a full green yellow. But I don't know. Still kind of looks blue to me. But that's just the optimistic in me. Let's see what temp she's at. Like I said, I did take out the thermostat, so yeah, it's not really hot right now. We'll let her heat up some more. But in the meantime, I'm gonna show you guys what it looks like from the exhaust. So we're gonna spray it in the exhaust, and you see how much more yellow that is. It's kind of hard to see. It's like almost the same color. That's how you know you have a head gasket leak. But mine is like in the middle, so I don't know. So we're gonna do another test. We're gonna heat it up some more. Let it heat up and idle. I'm gonna change out the fluid, and then we'll start doing another test. I'll see you when I'm back. Alrighty, guys, we're back. Right to that fill level. You see, it's a lot darker when you first pour it. So I really don't know. Okay, now it's. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, we got a head gasket, guys. I just gotta wait for it to heat up enough. Yep, we have a head gasket. Yep, we have a head gasket. Yep. We got a geyser again. At least it's just water this time, but we do have a slight geyser. So yeah, that is definitely head gasket. Had to wait for it to heat up, I guess. Got a couple drains down there, so we're good. And don't worry, guys. It's just water. And I will be hosing it off a bit. Yep. You saw how it geysed up like that? Once it got hot, and then before that happened, it immediately turned yellow, just like the exhaust gases. I called it too early, obviously. So yeah, I definitely have a head gasket issue. That's great. But now you know how to use a block tester. All you gotta do, put it in there. Once it's warmed up, fill it up to the fluid level. You need this special block tester. Here's the Napa. You can get this kit at Napa. And this comes as a kit, so it comes with a little pusher bulb. It comes with a cap, and then it comes with this tube and uh, everything. So yeah, it's definitely a head gasket. So rebuild eventually coming soon. I just wanted to do this diag video as how to tell if you have a head gasket issue or not. I might cut the rest of the earlier stuff out. Um, we'll see. But yeah, that's how you tell you have a head gasket issue. Obviously, as you see down there, a bunch of fluid came rising out the top. And right before that happened, I was squeezing the bulb. I took the lid off, don't worry. I was squeezing the bulb and it turned yellow. It turned yellow. I took it out and then it started to explode out the top. That happens every time once it hits right at operating temperature. Um, so yeah, definitely had gasket leak, which is unfortunate, but hey, it's okay. But yeah, let me know what you guys think down in the comments section down below. Any piece of information helps. I'm always trying to learn more. Um, if you guys have any recommendations of more tests, maybe we'll try that. I know you could do compression tests, but clearly it's pretty much that gasket because I mean the tests don't lie. The tests don't lie. I was doing this and it was turning yellow, and actually it turned a little bit more yellow after I did that. So definitely had gasket leak. You know, I'm just gonna button everything up. Sad to see, but have this beautiful truck right here, so which is dirty, but it's a beautiful truck. So yeah, you'll see more videos on this truck, and then in the backyard more of the Ranger. But yeah, that is how you use a block tester on a Ford Mustang. If you have a head gasket issue with your Ford Mustang, I will eventually be dropping a video, but don't wait on it. If you're watching this because you have a 2 valve Mustang with a bone head gasket, video's not going to come out for a while just because part-time job, full-time student, gotta save some money up, you know what I'm saying? Get your money up before you get your phone up. I don't know what to say. Just kind of disappointed because at the beginning part there, I really thought it was it was this thermostat, which it could be a mix of both issues, but honestly, I don't think so. But yeah, when I pull the heads out, obviously I'm gonna have to move basically everything on top of the motor. So I will be changing the thermostat out when I get to that as well. But make sure you like, subscribe, post notifications, comment down if you have anything to say about what I just did. It's unfortunate that I do have a head gasket leak, but happens to the best of us. Make sure you guys have the rest of your day, and peace.